Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is the Pleeka podcast, coming at you live from Jerome's bedroom. We'll be talking about episode 9 of Westworld season 1, the Well Tempered Clavier. I'm Josh.
It's hard because we're like
I was waiting for that to happen one day.
I'm Jerome.
And I'm Nick.
God, I figured that would happen eventually.
Well, it's because a lot of times I fuck with you and go third.
Yeah, I never know when you're gonna go because I'll look at you and
Nice
you'll
little-
like have the look in your eyes like you go, but really you're gonna say it when I go.
Yeah.
That was good. That was
So
really good.
before we get into the podcast, I want to shout out a few people that commented last episode. Still, I don't know how to say his name. Alfonsi, maybe? Alphonse, as Hess likes to say. He said, "Thanks for the shout out. It's nice to see a podcast that's very interactive with its community." Which we have a community of one guy, so
No, we got more than that.
it's pretty easy to be interactive with him. But you guys had me laughing my ass off the entire podcast. Great work. So thanks for commenting,
He was
Alphonse.
laughing at Hess's theories.
Probably.
But then we got another comment. This guy actually made me laugh because at first I thought
This was pretty funny.
I thought he was being a dickhead at first, and I was like,
It
oh,
might be.
the guy's just commenting because I had hosts on the screen. But then it actually made sense. He said, "OMG, Hess, Jerome, and Nick are hosts. I always assumed them to be human."
And then, when we read that, what I said to Jerome?
What did you say?
I said Hess probably thinks we're hosts.
Yeah, Hess
Wow.
has a theory that we're hosts. We're not real.
Get the fuck out of here.
We were doing stuff that was hosty.
Well, stay tuned. The finale is next week, so one of us might be a host. I don't know.
Yeah, it might be revealed at
see.
the end of the podcast. Which
Or
we
might
might.
not say
We
our
also
names, and
we,
none of us will be hosts.
we might live stream the podcast, and we might be doing it right after Westworld airs.
Can we do it on Facebook? Ooh.
Anyways, we're gonna live stream. We're probably will live stream the podcast a little bit. So if you want to come, either it's Thursday, or we'll have it by Sunday, or we'll let you guys know when we're gonna do it. But it'll probably be Sunday right after Westworld airs. So you can come over here on YouTube, or maybe like Hess said, we could do it on Facebook also. But make sure to come check that out.
Can you do Facebook and YouTube, or it has to be one or the other?
No, we could do both. Because
Oh, I just didn't know.
I could do
I didn't know
YouTube
if it
on-
mattered or
I
if
could
you
do YouTube
couldn't,
on the
or-
computer and Facebook on the phone.
I was going
or-
to say, we
which-
got, like,
we
I
different
got you.
phones up our ass.
We
This
could-
is true.
We could
True
all
story.
be live streaming on a different platform.
I'll live
Yeah.
stream on nothing because I don't want to.
You should do it on Grinder.
Oh yeah, we'll get our.
Well,
our
I have
gay
to
fan.
log in as you.
Not me, guy. Not me,
'Cause I
guy.
don't have the app downloaded.
Faggot! No, I
Uh,
definitely don't. No.
Okay,
Anyway,
let's
you get-
check. We'll check your phone afterwards.
Yeah, we'll have to put the
Yeah.
screenshot
Oh,
of it in here.
okay, so I was thinking today, and I meant to ask you guys before we started this,
All right,
but
that scares me.
no.
Okay.
So did we decide if we're gonna do the young pope? Like, should we tell people to stay tuned, like in January,
I mean, I'll do the
if
first.
they're interested in listening, or
Yeah, I mean, I'll try it out, and if either if I like it or if people like to listen to us talk about it, I'll keep doing it, like one or the other. You know?
There's a strong commitment.
What do you mean?
No, I'm just fucking with you. Yeah, I'll do it.
okay. I mean, I just didn't know, like, because
Yeah.
I don't know how many people
I-
actually listen to this religiously.
That's a good point that you brought.
Maybe,
that up.
hopefully, there are a few.
Hopefully, none are religious.
Well,
People should comment down below though if
If
they have.
they're religious,
Well, yeah, maybe,
yeah,
maybe.
and if there's a show that
But yeah, if
you
there's
want
a
us to
show
watch
you
or
want us
something,
to watch or to do podcasts about, let us know. Maybe we'll do it because
Yeah.
that'd be cool to do a podcast like that someone or do a show that someone recommended us to
we
do.
can even do pornos too. Just saying.
yeah, I'm setting that
We
out.
won't be able to put screenshots of that on there, but
You and
I mean,
your
we could.
Grindr
I
and
could blur it
pornos.
out.
How
So-
funny would that be to actually like break down a parody porno,
That'd be
a
real.
porno
Probably.
parody or whatever, you know?
Do you-
with my son, that'd be awesome.
Do you think?
Well, you have to
yeah.
watch it separately,
Damn it.
but you just break it down, you know?
You know, I kind of.
Yeah, that's not happening. I can tell you that right now.
All right, so don't send us any porno suggestions.
Jesus.
Should we get into the episode a little bit?
I guess
No,
we
let's
probably,
talk more about porn.
All right.
We probably can jump
so,
in.
what's your favorite gay porn, Tess?
I don't know.
There's so many.
Too many to choose from,
Yeah.
apparently.
Probably Adam's Eve or something like that.
All
I
right.
don't know.
Let's get into Westworld. What was the name of the episode again?
The Well Tempered Clavier, or Clavier or whatever. Something, I don't know. It's something of that nature.
All right,
I actually did go to YouTube.
So
and
I didn't get to watch it live like you
Yeah,
do. So
we
I had to
did.
watch it last night when I came home, and you said it blew your mind.
yeah, it was cool. I didn't expect all that shit to go down at the end. Like with her basically finding Arnold,
Now, when you say her, oh,
Dolores. Yeah,
Okay.
and then basically finding out that she killed him, or so she says.
Yeah.
So yeah, like that just totally caught me off guard.
But didn't
'Cause I wasn't
he say
really
that?
expecting
But
that.
we see the thing is we talk so much about the show off the podcast and on the podcast. It's kind of hard to remember. But I know at least me and you had a conversation about like Dolores probably killed Arnold.
Yeah.
And I had read that theory, but I think I just kind of like buried it. Like whatever. Like that's stupid. Like I don't think that's what happens.
I still think that I think Ford kind of like with his new narrative he's making. I think he's recreating what happened to Arnold. I think he had Dolores because I watched the video too, and this guy said the same thing. What I was thinking, that she is kind of like the original Wyatt, and the general that they killed was Arnold. So he's recreating what happened.
That's where the other flashback came in.
Yeah, he's recreating what happened 35 years ago, but with this new narrative.
So,
with what happened to Arnold.
Like when I watched it, and you guys text me that it was good and that and it blew your mind. You just said you couldn't even say anything.
Yeah,
said,
it was just really cool. Yeah.
So I watched it, and I like when Maeve grabs Bernard, and he goes like crazy.
That took me for one too.
Well, they showed it in the next time.
No, I know, but I didn't think she was going to be able to control him and basically
I was a little surprised
change
when
his.
she actually could control.
Oh, right. See, I
narrative and
thought
stuff.
I just figured she could.
Well,
She could control
I
everybody
didn't
else.
assume
I
that.
thought only Ford would be able to control Bernard.
Oh, see, I just sued him. I assumed, and so then, and I knew he was like in the next stuff. They showed him kind of throwing a fit with Ford.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured he confronted him or something. But like, then Jerome had mentioned a couple times that he thought Bernard was Arnold. And
I said especially because if you watch those scenes with him like interviewing Dolores, if you watch those thinking that that's Arnold, it makes a lot of sense.
It
like
does.
him talking.
yeah, and remember I said that to you. I was like, okay, so remember the guy? I go, he never
Right.
said his name, and you were like, what? And then you're, oh yeah, okay. But so the whole episode, I'm just thinking, all right, just show me that you're Arnold. But he's not Arnold. He's a recreation of Arnold.
Right.
Yeah. Because he has no memories of
but
Arnold or anything
yeah.
like
He
that.
looks like Arnold, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Arnold looked like Bernard.
Yeah.
Looks
Yeah.
now.
It'd be like if you died and we recreated someone to act like you, basically.
Right. No,
Yeah.
but
Look like
and
you.
looked like me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And called him Bob.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Because see, I know this was like later on in the episode, but when they actually show young Anthony Hopkins like walking through the hall and going to his office, like you saw the name on the door, and I wanted to pause it, but I didn't want to pause it because I was actually
the
watching it
episode's
live.
So good, yeah.
So I didn't get a chance to go back and look, but because there's all those people who think that his name was Arnold Weber. Which
Yeah, it says that on the door.
it does say Arnold Weber.
Yeah, which is
Okay.
which is an anagram for Bernard Lowe. I
No,
guess.
yeah. But I wanted. That's what I was wanting to see if they
Which
actually
is-
got it right.
Which is funny because I didn't even pay attention to that. I guess I saw that Arnold didn't pay any attention to the Weber. But the funny thing is that when they show him name him, he's like, what about Bernard?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He's like, how about Bernard?
He wasn't going, anagram.
Yeah.
Weber.
Which I mean, he might have because he's so vague. He lies to him a couple times when he's like
he fucking
giving him
lies
those
to
memories.
Okay, so my synopsis of the whole thing:
Okay.
Anthony Hopkins is nuts.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely fucking crazy. All he wants to do is tell a story with all these fucking things that he can control.
yeah.
That's it.
And yeah,
And there's no other purpose.
Not for him, I don't think.
No, yeah.
not for him, but for other people.
He just wants to tell a story. He's like a fucking.
he just wants to tell a story, but the hosts want to be real.
And maybe the story's real, and maybe he
and
takes it from other things and stuff. But that's what I get
board
out
just
of
wants
it.
to make money out of it. Like everybody has their own
Yeah.
agenda.
And he
with
and
Westworld.
yeah.
He wants to play the puppet master.
Yeah,
I think he's doing a pretty good
And
job,
if anybody
too.
tries to step in his way, he'll just get rid of him.
I was like, wow, look at Bernard. He's got Clementine on. He's got his back, and then he's like,
nothing.
he's like, wait, I've done this
No.
before. Oh wait, and he's like, yeah, all right, go shoot yourself. I'm out of here. I was like, damn.
You know, at the next
I
time,
knew he wasn't gonna fucking shoot forward, or she wasn't gonna shoot forward.
I didn't know what was. I was
I'm like,
kinda
there's
worried
no
he was going
way
to.
in hell that she's gonna shoot him.
Did you don't think that they were gonna shoot Anthony Hopkins?
I don't know if I thought he would die, but I didn't know. I didn't know what would happen.
I thought they would shoot him and leave him there.
I
and someone else would
certainly
find
didn't
him.
think he was gonna make Bernard kill himself.
Yeah, I didn't think that either.
Is Bernard dead?
Yeah.
You think he's dead?
I think he's
I
dead
think
for now.
when I watched
also
it the
in the-
second time, Bernard, he was like, sometimes you just gotta move on.
But-
There's a different story to be told, and if Bernard's not in this next story, I don't think he's bringing him back.
But in the next one though, Maeve's down there. So
Yeah,
she,
so she
yeah,
could-
and it looked like she had a
could
bunch of
probably
people behind
bring
him.
Bernard up.
She's bringing
Which I said-
Bernard back.
Oh my god.
Take it
Just
to the
stop.
bridge.
Yeah,
But
just
I've
stop.
said this in the past couple podcasts that if Maeve makes it down there, she can make an army out of everybody down there.
Well, I think that's what she's doing because
Yeah, I think
to
that's her
me,
point,
that's
too.
what it looked like on the next on.
Especially because she said
Like
they're going to
Because
hell.
they show her and it looked like they were in that room, or she was walking into that room, and there was like people walking behind her. So I think she stumbles
at least
upon
She
him.
just had a few people with her.
It
And
would
if
be
she can give narratives and change narratives,
It would
do
be
you
kind
think
of.
she could fix them?
It would be kind of funny if like she gets an army.
Because Felix is on her side.
Yeah.
So that's one guy.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he's got the capability to fix people, don't he?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think they all do though. Like, she gets her army, she comes marching in, and like, she's definitely gonna want to kill the Man in Black,
Yeah, for sure.
right?
Yeah.
I think that's what her main goal in her loop is to do right now. Well, she's
Yeah.
not really in her loop
Oh,
anymore.
you think that's her main goal? I don't think that's her main goal.
I think it's her main goal.
I think her main goal is just to fuck shit up.
Well,
but like, if she sees him, then it'll be
I
double
just
ball.
think her goal is to fuck everyone who wronged her.
Yeah.
Like everyone who like kept her as a host,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, because it's pretty
so
shitty.
I think
if
she-
you fucked any of the hosts over who are waking up,
Yeah, you're screwed.
you're fucked.
Yeah, so
You
like
know?
they're gonna get this giant army. They'll come marching in, and like they'll be, oh my god, what are we gonna do? We can't stop them. And then Anthony Hopkins pick, oh yeah, you're all gonna do whatever I say.
Yeah, because
All right,
he's got the
That's the end of the season.
he's
Thank
got,
you.
He's got the
it
back
ain't gonna
door
go
thing.
down like that.
I think it will.
I think it will.
Well, because
I don't.
they made this season.
That'd be
Like,
disappointing.
they
to
made
me.
this season thinking a little bit like they might not get like they made the whole story, but they made an end so like in case there's not
yeah.
like, season 2. So I don't think it'll be like army. What
I don't
happens
think it's
next?
gonna be that simple, but that's basically how it's gone every fucking
Well,
time.
how do you think at this moment, from what we've seen, that Ford knows what's going on with Maeve?
Yes.
I think he knows, and he knows that he can just stop it, so he doesn't care.
Yeah.
Because I think he knows the.
I don't think he's gonna.
I,
it matters to him what
I think
she does
this-
to other people.
No, I mean,
I'm also wondering, like the story he's doing. Maybe it's somehow he knows that once that's complete, like her shit won't matter and it'll just be done.
Yeah, maybe.
Because he keeps saying this thing's so important, so maybe he does have a higher thing he's like
Yeah.
involved with this, other than just a story. But I think when the story's complete, like
Maybe they
her-
do like human sacrifice and they take a guest and like
maybe that'd be kind of
a
neat.
newcomer.
maybe could
So
be William. You know,
so you said that you don't think William's the Man in Black anymore, which you never really were on it fully. But how come you don't anymore? Like what in this episode made you think that he's not?
I don't know. It's just the whole. I don't know that the last like 15 minutes there was a lot of jumping around,
Yeah.
and it was like that's why I wanted to watch it again because it was like it just happened so fast, and then
It
you're
did
like,
make a little more sense watching it the second time.
and then you're like, fuck, like what? Wait, hold on, what timeline is this? Because there is clearly at least 2.
But
yeah.
if there's
I think
two,
there's 3.
if
at
there's
least,
2
but-
timelines, don't you have to think William's the Man in Black?
To me, this episode made it like
I guess
sure.
okay, and here's a God's honest truth. Okay,
That scares the shit out of me.
I'm 95% sold that William is the Man in Black.
So you went up 5%.
I want, yes. I just want to hold out hope, okay? Because I think it would be cool. Because I think like the entire world who watches this show thinks that William is the Man in Black, and I think it would be a huge shock and like a big twist if it ended up not being William. Like I just would be like,
well, wouldn't it be a twist?
it wouldn't even be. It wouldn't even be like exciting for me to be like, oh, I told you. I would just like, I don't know. That's just the way I see it.
But like that doesn't make you think it's him any less. That's just hope.
Right. So I guess 99. One.
Okay.
99.9,
weird.
and then it's
It's like, 'cause-
0.001.
So you just want to be tricked. But then when you
Yeah.
get tricked, you say it's stupid.
I don't know. When did I say that? When did I get
Fight
tricked?
Club.
Fight Club.
Fight Club's dumb.
Fight Club is like one of the best movies ever.
I don't
Hey,
know. It's pretty good. But I don't know.
Speaking of that, I was watching the Michigan Ohio State game. It's completely off topic.
Yeah, you just lost your own.
Sorry, but the kicker for
Yeah, I know.
is Tyler Durbin.
I actually
Yeah,
texted her on that.
He
Yeah.
sent me a picture of that or something
Yeah,
like that.
I'm like, I
wow.
almost took a picture and sent it to you, and I was like, damn, pretty close.
No, it's actually.
Or-
I was driving somewhere and I texted her. I go, "Do you know what the Ohio State kicker's name is?" It was Ohio State or was it Michigan?
It was Ohio State's kicker. Yeah.
And because I was listening to the game on the radio, and he's like, "What?" I'm like, "Tyler Durbin," and so I go, the one thing you can't do is make Fight Club jokes around Tyler Durden. And I like the announcer like literally said that. It was like so bad. It was like, but it was funny.
Sorry for getting off track.
But like for me, because this episode, William says to Logan that like I need you to use your higher ups or your people in the company to help me get Dolores out of the park.
Yeah.
And then in the same episode, what's that girl's name? The black girl that went and saw The Man in Black. Do you guys know her name? When he was
Charlotte Hale.
Yeah, Charlotte Hale. She goes and talks to him, and she's like, "Oh, I need your board vote to get Ford out." And he's like, basically, like, "I don't give a shit about Ford. I just want to play this. Like, he's not what I'm interested in. So go ahead." To me, that made it like a little bit like, okay, it seems like they are the same person because they both have stakes in the company, and it seems like their timelines are similar. So, it at least gave me a little more hope that he is with that.
Well, and the fact that he killed like 60 dudes.
Yeah,
at the
he
end
killed
with
so
that
many
same
people.
knife.
What were you thinking when Logan woke up and there's just all those dead bodies all over
I can't
the
believe he
place?
left him alive.
I was surprised he
he's
kinda
not-
did too.
I know,
Not a
but
host.
who cares? Fuck him.
Well, it'd be murder.
He clearly,
I guess that's
he
true.
clearly
yeah.
wants to kill him.
Yeah, but I guess
I
well,
don't think
in
he
that
does.
world,
I
I
think
guess
he
he's not
does.
going to get in trouble for killing all of Logan's men.
like,
But
you
he
don't-
will get
It's
in
not
trouble
part
for
of the.
Logan.
It's not
You
part
don't
of the
make the
game.
rules anymore, or
It's
something
not part of
like
the
that.
game, though. You know what I mean? Like that's.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I,
I,
mean,
almost
I guess
felt,
it's
I
not
almost felt bad for Logan.
really.
Wow.
Just a tiny little bit, yeah.
Wow, that's funny because he
Yeah.
cut Dolores up and showed her the fucking
No, I know.
insides.
She's a host.
Oh, so he doesn't.
Oh, do you didn't believe that now?
Oh no, but listen, like he was just trying to. You don't think William went off the deep end, falling in love with a robot?
No, because she's more than that.
I think she's more than that.
I mean,
Okay, but she's
we
still
know
a
that-
robot on the inside.
We know she's more than that, more than anybody.
Yeah. On the inside, yeah.
right? But that's what I mean. Like
I mean,
No.
he
I
just
don't
wants
think
to
so.
take
Okay,
her
how
out
about-
of the park and
How about this? If
go
they,
live a life with her.
If they did that to Maeve, would you feel bad for Maeve?
What do you mean?
If they cut up Maeve like that and showed her insides to herself?
No, she's a host.
So you wouldn't care at all.
I mean, they are computers. Like it's basically like
Her,
I
her,
try-
right? With
What?
the movie Her. It's like her.
We've never seen it.
I've never seen that.
I've never
shit.
seen it either, but I just assumed that
Is
that's
it-
where you were
Isn't
going.
that an iPad?
No,
well,
it's a computer program, and
it's like an AI that he falls in love with.
yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. No, I was gonna say it's like Terminator. Computers are trying to take over the world.
Right.
These computers just look like humans.
Okay,
Yeah, that's true.
That's
But-
it.
but and I'm not trying to necessarily defend Logan, but I'm just trying to explain it from my point of view.
I got you. I just don't agree.
William says, "Talk to your people. I want to get her out of the park.
Because she's
Take her
different.
with me."
Because she's different. No, he didn't
Right.
say take her with her.
Well, he wants to get her out,
Get her out. Yeah.
right? But he wants to be with her,
She doesn't belong here.
right? That's doesn't that seem a little kooky? You don't think that would come off a little kooky to you
Well,
if you and Jerome went to Westworld
Okay.
and
You're
Jerome
talking about it being kooky at a place where the robots looks like humans.
okay,
What, isn't that kooky?
but it's expected. That's
yeah,
what
no,
the
I don't,
whole
I don't
world
think
is
it's that
built
crazy,
on.
especially because he can prove kind of that she's remembering stuff. She's not like all the other hosts.
I get that, but
Like if he was just falling in love with the host, I would agree that it's kooky.
I don't know that, like, yeah, I mean, it's not like he's falling in love with C-3PO
Oh, that'd be a good story. That's season 2.
or R2-D2.
I know.
He is over there,
I
R2D2
get- I
just
completely
blowing him in the
get what you're
corner.
saying.
Now,
I think we're
that's
going
a
to
show I
have
want
to
to see.
agree to disagree.
Yeah, at no point did I wanted him to kill Logan, but I knew he wouldn't.
But since we're on like this scene, tell Hess what you noticed about the picture of Logan.
Oh, yeah, did you see that when Logan gave him the picture of
Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
same
it's
picture
the
they
same
found in
picture.
Abernathy Farm.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that. When
So
I
that's
first
where they're
watched
going next week.
I assume that's where that's. If he's the man in black, William, then that's probably Logan's sister, his wife Juliet or whatever.
it. Yeah,
Yes.
I would assume so. Yeah.
That's what he said it was.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah, he said, this is my sister.
See,
Okay.
it'll also it'll kind of tie into with the two timelines.
I must have missed the part where he said, "This is my sister."
This is my sister. Do you remember her?
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
He's been
the
saying
point was it's the same picture
the
as
whole
that.
season.
Right.
They've
Yeah.
been saying
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
his
yeah.
sister.
And we're like, well, someone planted that or something. But maybe maybe she takes it from him. Like, who's this William? She
Well,
gets all robot
Yeah. What
jealous.
if she gets fucking crazy and kills him?
Which I mean, he thinks that like
Well, she can't kill
Dolores
him.
is gonna have like almost an army, kind of like maybe not an army, but like she's gonna have like a thing, and William's gonna have to like save the park like with that. And that's
Well,
I
the season
think
of-
I think William's gonna like kill some fucking people, other than the ones he just killed. Like,
Well, if William is the Man in Black, he saves Ford and the park.
Jerome
correct?
thinks he does it financially. I think
Okay.
he does it. I think like I could see him shooting Maeve and like a bunch of other people next
But
week.
if he shoots Maeve's not uprising in his timeline though,
Oh,
because
that's true.
Maeve's in the Man in Black. Well, and I guess we don't. Well, actually, no, that does make sense because Maeve is with old Ford, and William would be with young Ford.
Yeah.
So yeah, so he can do that. See, that's what I don't get with that, like, because I've heard that from other people too.
No, I forgot. I forget that there's like two. So like, it might be Dolores that's the uprising, and he has to take down Dolores.
It could be, and that's why he's kind of like.
And then
They're
Hess
kinda
will be
fucking-
like, "He shot a robot. Didn't he have feelings for her?"
So do you think if they reveal that he's the Man in Black next episode, do you think they'll do that in the church, like with him and Dolores right there? Because she'll probably be like, Will. She's not gonna be like, "Hey, Man in Black." She's probably gonna call him William because she even said William when you opened the door.
She said William, but then stopped herself as he came in.
She goes William. He opens the door, then she backed up because she got scared.
She didn't even like finish saying it. She was like, "What?" You know what I mean? Like, what?
Well, and Charlotte Hale could have said his name too.
I was
'Cause
waiting.
she
for
was
that.
like,
I was waiting for that.
We're on a
bitch to
first
say
name
it.
basis, and I'm like, wonder if we're getting a name here.
Yeah,
No, we didn't.
When that scene was over, like she was
See,
walking
that- and
away, I
that's
thought
the
she was gonna say,
whole-
"Good
you
day,
know,
William."
Because they show you her boot or whatever, and I'm like, who the fuck is
That's
this?
what I said to Jerome. I said I had no idea who this was. He's
I
like,
didn't either.
He's like, really? And like at this point, when I'm saying this, and when he's answering me, they're showing her face. I go, not now. When they showed her just her
Yeah.
leg.
Yeah, I thought you just saw her face and like I didn't know who she was.
No, yeah, I had no idea when they showed her boot or whatever that's called.
I think
Shoe.
it's called a boot.
Whatever. If there's any female listeners, what are those?
Wow,
Heels, boots.
shoes.
She was-
Fucking
I'm sure they're the low high heels or something. Anyways,
low high heels.
I don't know. But yeah, I was like, who the fuck could this be? I'm like, it looks like a pretty nice shoe to be in the Wild Wild West.
Wild Wild West. Pretty nice shoes to be in the Wild Wild West.
That should
And-
lead the podcast
and
right
you
there.
and you know what I got to say to that is Wah Wah West.
Oh my
That
god.
doesn't make me sing the whole episode.
Yeah.
That scene was pretty cool though with him. Like he's all tied up and he's like, "Oh boy." like,
I was
the
kind
horse
of
and all
worried.
that.
I'm like, damn. I'm like, is he gonna make it
Could
out?
you
of
imagine he goes out like that?
See, I
Because
didn't.
if that horse takes off, he is fucked.
I knew
before
he
he
wouldn't
gets that
die
knife.
because he's already signed on for season 2.
Yeah, that
But I was
fucking
still worried.
thought
Although,
crossed my mind. you
What has
dickhead.
me a little messed up is because like I just read an interview with William today, and the way he's talking in the interview, he's got no idea if he's going to be in season 2.
Oh, William.
He's like, I'd love to be in it, but it has to make sense with the story, so it's up to them if they're going to write me in good and all this stuff. And I was like, oh fuck, please don't like.
Well, if he's the Man in Black, I mean, they may not need to do a flashback
Well,
anymore.
they could show him out of the park and like shit like that, and
You don't want to see him out of the park.
well, because he says he'd been coming back for 30 years, so we could see like what he's been doing the whole time.
Yeah, maybe. If
But-
it was just cool, yeah.
Yeah, it would just depend really.
I mean, he did
It-
an excellent job. Because,
it'll-
like,
He really has.
when he comes over with the blood on his face, he looked like fucking crazy eyes. Like, he's like, oh, well,
But
shit.
it's fun- they did
he's-
real good like picking that guy because he can like in Always Sunny and all those. So he's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So he can
yeah.
go from being normal to like I'm a fucking
And
lunatic.
he's like,
super
no,
quick."
Logan, don't take her. And then he's like, all right, my rules now. And it's like,
Yeah.
whoa, he's tripping.
Did you guys think he was gonna
Boom.
like stab Logan this episode?
I did not. Although I wanted him to. Even though, like, it wasn't the right thing to do. And like, oh, brother, and they hug and they and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
that happened, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Oh, he's just going with it.
Yeah,
but
I
God,
think
when-
he was just
like,
faking it.
Yeah,
I was thinking he was biding his time till he could kill him. Like I thought he was gonna stab him that night.
totally reminded me of Tommy Boy.
I know. You quoted it when we were watching it.
No. That's good.
So
real good.
You ever seen Tommy Boy?
I have seen Tommy Boy.
you never know with you.
I know. Nope, never seen it.
I've seen Black
so,
Sheep.
So what do you think
Black Sheep
happened
sucks.
with Stubbs? Like what do you think's gonna go from there?
I don't know. That scene threw me for a loop too. The whole.
It's a loop-de-loop kind of episode.
I
It
know.
really was. It was fucking crazy. All the flashbacks.
Well,
and
because he
everything.
walks out, and that to me, it looked like he went to where the house was.
That's what Jerome
That's
said.
exactly,
Right?
that's what I told him. Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is that Ford is using that place to draw people there to I actually strummed the
Yeah, you're
thing
good. You're good.
here.
Fuck.
But I think Ford is using that place or whatever
Yes.
to draw them there,
To draw who there?
to draw anyone and everyone he can there, and then he's gonna either, I don't know, maybe
He's drawing anyone and everyone there to do.
I know
Well,
I know that I said in the last episode that I don't think Stubbs is a host.
But the previous one you said he was a host.
No, I changed mid.
He changes. He's
We
like
were gonna listen
he's
to
like a
every
flip-flop.
podcast, and
I listened.
And
I listened to our last one before I
I
came
listened to the
over.
very first podcast. Actually, I was playing Call of Duty a couple days ago,
Oh god.
and it was so, like we kind of some of the stuff we sound like idiots, but some of it we actually kind of called it right. But what I found interesting is in the first episode, you're like, we talked about it for a long ass time. You're like, is it in space? Where are they? Are they in Mars? Like saying all this shit, and then like 4 podcasts later, I said something, and you're like, I don't know, who gives a fuck where they are? And as I was listening, I was like, that motherfucker, he totally like threw me off when I asked, but he was going on for like 15 minutes about,
I remember that.
I think they're in space. No, maybe they're on Earth and they're underground, like going off on all these
That's
things.
2 months ago.
I remember because I was thinking, I don't care where they are.
Yeah,
They're in
the
Westworld. Like, who gives a fuck? And then
No, I feel like I thought he threw you off or I did.
No, you're like, I don't care.
This is like 4.
I said
A
that
couple podcasts ago, I asked.
Really?
You were like, I don't care where they are.
because I remember him saying I don't care where it's at, but I was like, I mean, I'd kind of like to know.
yeah,
I
you
thought
said-
that's what I
You
said.
said that the first podcast, but a couple
Yeah.
podcasts.
I swear it was a few episodes ago, but
you tend to
that's
change
fine.
your mind a little bit.
Maybe I don't know.
But which
Okay,
maybe
so
we-
wait, let me get this straight. Ford's getting everybody to go to this certain location in the park to do,
So he can like
so he can like, I don't know. Basically.
no, so he can
That's what you said.
maybe he's building his army.
Oh my
He
god.
doesn't need a fucking army.
Yeah, you're
He's
probably
got
right.
an army.
He's
You're
got
right.
Westworld. We said that at the
You're true.
exact same time.
I don't know, but it did look like where that house was.
I think he's
that
used,
was off the grid.
see, I think you've got it to a degree, but I think you're wrong. I think he's using it to hide things, not to draw people.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're probably right.
It's like I told him because they were finding.
So do you think
what's
Stubbs is a host?
I still don't show. There's nothing that I've seen that makes me think he's a host. But that being said, I don't know who the fuck's a host and who isn't a host.
No, I know.
don't think Anthony Hopkins is a host because he said
Yeah, I
don't
don't-
trust
I don't
humans,
either,
and
yeah.
so he's not a host. And if he was a host, I'd be pissed off at this point.
At this
So if
point,
you find
yeah.
out next episode he's a host,
I'm gonna be pissed
I'll
off.
be a
you'll
little
be pissed
annoyed.
off.
Yes.
But I actually do think stuff. I have a little bit.
Jerome thinks he's a
Stubbs
host because he didn't see the house.
because Ford. They all say no one can see the house, and I
Right.
thought he was out in that area. He didn't see the house. His tablet wasn't working, and also every time he tries to stop hosts, it doesn't work for him.
So he was in Sector
He-
17. If
he-
that was Sector 17,
Yeah,
was it not?
that's what I'm
I
assuming.
think so.
But if you like every single time Stubbs tries to stop a host,
The only,
it
the only
doesn't
thing
work
I
for
would
him.
say,
No, I know.
the only thing I would say against that is, the times that he tried to stop a host, they've made it so he can't. Like with
Clementine.
Penny feather.
Like
Don't
she
know why
was-
I did that.
they made her so he couldn't stop her. That's why
Yeah.
he had to shoot her. And then these fucking Indian things, I don't think he's supposed to be able to stop those people. It was
Really?
kind of like Bernard couldn't stop Ford's dad.
Oh, I guess that's true.
So
And I don't think he was by the house. I think he was where her phone was. Now, it could be in the same area, and maybe he was right next to the house and couldn't see it. I don't know. But wouldn't we be able to see the house? We saw the door.
Well, no, because if we're looking at a
But
scene
we
with
didn't
him,
see
it'd
the
be like
door.
it'd be like from his perspective.
we didn't see the door until they showed us the door.
That's true. We didn't see the door until what's her face was in the
Until
house.
Teresa walked in the house. That's the only time we saw the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we
'Cause
saw
look- 'cause
the
remember-
door was there, and
Well,
she
yeah.
said, "What about this door?" And he said, "What door?"
No, but
Well, 'cause
when
Anthony Hopkins
It's
came
not
out of
even-
nowhere, remember? Like he just like appeared there. The thing is, because we didn't see the door, but he came through the door,
yeah, but the door wasn't in frame.
wasn't it?
No, it was a different room. Like
Oh.
it was different, or it might have even been the same room, but it was a different like camera angle.
Well, like, because I just assumed if they're showing just him out in the woods, we're seeing things from his perspective, but just like from third person,
I mean,
kind of.
maybe,
So I
possibly.
just assumed we couldn't see the house.
I mean,
because he
we
couldn't-
all knew something bad was gonna happen when he went into the elevator to go to the place.
I thought he was just gonna find her body dead. Actually,
So do you think Elsie is alive?
no.
I don't. I hope she is.
I mean, maybe because they keep showing a little bit of it. They don't show her actually die.
They haven't showed her die yet.
Although
That's the
what
only
I did
hope.
notice, it's the exact same scene that they showed before, but they just kind of cut it out. So we were completely wrong. It was Bernard that grabbed her. Because it's the exact same scene. They just show it more as the camera moves and all that.
I mean, it wasn't a good picture. We were just trying to guess. I mean, that was the fun of it.
You know what I thought that's kind of cool about their show, and that they do a lot. Like from the beginning, they've shown scenes in the episodes, like from basically the finale, like stuff like like those little flashes that Dolores gets, like her walking in the church. You see that like episode 3. We actually got to see that scene now. So like, imagine like editing this episode. Like I gotta pick stuff from episode 7 and put it into episode 2.
Now I do want Hess to explain all the flashbacks to me right now.
It's not gonna happen. I can't even tell you all the flashbacks.
I was confused about them until the second time we watched it. Then I like the Dolores ones. I understand it now.
I sort of understand them.
Like, I guess I don't 100%, but
I
think I'm, like,
I get them.
80%.
Like when she's talking to Arnold.
Okay.
/ Bernard.
Okay.
Just to make you feel better.
Well, that's the thing. Is she talking to Arnold or is she talking to Bernard?
No, it's Arnold.
It's Arnold
That's
if they're down there, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. At the end, like when she goes down the elevator, that was the confession booth in the church?
Yeah.
Okay.
When she goes down there, and like, see, and that's the thing too. She goes down there and she comes down the stairs. I'm like, oh, she's gonna talk to Arnold, and then he's like, I can't, So
why can't he help her?
Because he's dead.
Because he wasn't really there. I don't think. Because when she's
it was her remembering
when
it.
She's remembering it, she sees herself in her old Dolores clothes, and then when after she says he's dead, they turn the camera. She's sitting there by herself in her clothes that she wears to William. So she's just been going. It's kind of like that video you sent us. She's been going on this remembering shit. And then when she's there, remembering it, she's in her old clothes.
Well, and like Anthony Hopkins explains it too, that it's not Arnold talking to them; it's their inner monologue hearing Arnold, so that gives them consciousness.
Yeah,
he says that to Bernard, so that kind of makes sense to me.
Unless that's how it was originally, but then when he died, it could have still be him,
Which is weird. If he's just a dude, I don't know how he's talking to all these people like fucking Jesus Christ coming back from the dead.
He could have, because
maybe he's a zombie.
If they made,
and then they're gonna go to.
Oh my God, no! Don't become Hess. No, but like, if they can create people, basically, maybe
walking Westworld.
Maybe when he dies, he figure out a way to put his consciousness into the entire world. But I don't know.
I think I hope not. That sounds stupid to me, so I hope not. Like. And stupid's too like
it'd be
simple.
To me, it'd be like if Cortana, like in Halo, was a person, and when she died, she made herself Cortana, so she can just appear in people's heads, kind of like that. You know what I mean? Does that make sense a little bit?
Yeah, but I think that's stupid.
Oh, see, I would think that's.
But Cortana at least is a fucking like computer thing. He was a dude.
Yeah, it just depends.
He's a physical guy.
It depends how they do the story, I guess. Like how they.
I'm kind of hoping they show Dolores hack him or kill him or whatever she did to him.
I think they will. I think that the guy's right, and he's like the general in that sense, and Ford has her kill him.
Now is Anthony Hopkins signed on for season 2?
They haven't said. The only person they've said is the Man in Black. That's the only person that.
Because it would be interesting. Because I mean, the uprising should go. I mean, like he explained to Bernard, I'm not the one hurting the host. You're the one hurting the host. He goes, what are you gonna do if you become human? You come out. You're gonna parade.
Yeah.
And he's right.
Yeah, because
they would just persecute. If he brought Dolores, like that's kooky. Bring her out. If you start telling people, oh, she's really a robot, they would fucking go ape shit.
They would shut down the park and then no host.
Yeah. So
it would be like
it's true that Bernard is the one that was gonna hurt them in that situation.
Yeah.
In a Anthony Hopkins looking at it way. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
He had a point, but he's so evil and creepy.
Yeah. So I for a split second thought the show was gonna get even creepier. I told him this earlier. So when Bernard was getting all his flashbacks, and like he's talking to his wife, and then they kind of flicker for a second, and it's really
Ford's face.
Ford there, and then they show Teresa in bed with him. I was like, oh shit, it's gonna get real creepy. I thought they were gonna like flicker and have Anthony Hopkins be in bed with them.
Wow.
I was like, oh fuck, please don't go there. I was really afraid that was gonna.
They were gonna have like they were gonna show Teresa riding him, and then it was gonna.
Yeah, and this would be Ford.
I do want to mention this too. So when Ford goes to see Bernard.
Oh my God! I can't put this in the video, guys. We'll get taken down off YouTube.
Ford goes to see Bernard. In the front of all those dead people, there's the guy on the left, naked, and then I think there's a girl, and there's someone else, and then there's a guy on the right. The guy on the right little tiny penis.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I didn't.
I
I didn't
didn't-
measure it.
From
I didn't
TV
catch
size.
it.
I paused it for Jerome.
Oh my god.
The guy on the left,
He's got.
like 18 inches.
It's like the. It's like the size of the thing that holds our microphones. It's so fucking big.
I was like, is that fucking necessary?
Was he a black guy?
No, it was. I
No.
think it just goes down like half his
It was
leg.
like a fucking tripod.
That's hilarious.
So like,
I didn't
I
catch
was
that.
making pizza the second time we were watching it, and he's like, "Hey, you want to see the guy's big penis?" I'm like, "Nope, I'm good. You can keep watching."
I go,
And he's
okay, I'll pause it.
like- I come in the room. There's like an 18-foot penis on the screen.
It was like an anaconda.
That is hilarious. I didn't catch it.
I came up with a drinking game when we were at Walmart. Every time you see a penis in the show, take a shot.
Could you
Well, I wouldn't have taken a shot because I would have missed it.
You would have.
Oh,
There's
we
a
got to
1,000
pause.
penises
That'd have
in that
been like
room.
Oh, okay.
52 shots right there.
We'd have to split them up. It's still even splitting it up between us. That'd be way too many. Like-
There's a lot of penis.
That'd be a fun drinking game.
There was
but
a big ass fat guy in the.
pick an episode
Think
that
how
they don't go
confused-
down there.
Back.
Think how confused you'd be at the end of this episode if you were drunk.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, you know what I want to
Fuck,
do?
and then try to do a podcast
Let's do it.
immediately
Like,
following.
A separate
Hi.
a separate podcast or like
Hi.
a video. Have Mima watch just this episode
Oh,
and then
God.
explain what happened.
Oh my god.
She could barely explain Game of Thrones. Imagine this episode. There's flashbacks, all that shit.
That'd be actually pretty entertaining.
I wonder if she would do that. Do you know if she's gonna watch the show?
No, she said she wasn't because I told her she would understand it.
Really?
Well, do you think she would?
I mean, maybe. Mama understands it. Not like throwing,
Wow.
not throwing any shade.
Hello.
Mom understands
But
it.
like,
If mom gets it,
I mean, this is the same woman that watched 3 seasons of Boardwalk Empire, and her favorite character was Jimmy. And then I was like, "Oh my god!" And she's like, "Who is that?" I'm like, "Oh, that's the guy that did something to Jimmy." And she's like, "Wait, who's Jimmy?" And I was like, "Oh my god!" I mean, that's
I can't imagine watching a show and forgetting your favorite character 3 seasons in.
yeah. You'd be like,
I'd be like, season 3. Oh, who's that? That's the Man in Black. Who's the Man in Black?
yeah. And she said, like, "Who's Jimmy?" And I'm like, "Oh my god!" I just didn't even answer her.
I can't think of any other big things that happened. Did we miss?
What about Teddy getting killed by fucking
Oh, yeah.
Angela?
Teddy. So they kept showing the flashbacks a little bit, trying to show him. In his mind, he's Wyatt. I keep wanting to say Walter.
See, in his mind, he's helping Wyatt.
Well, he was
Yeah.
helping Wyatt, but then she's like, "No, remember it," and he was the one doing it.
when he had his flashback, I thought that he was Wyatt.
Which that's the second time they've showed that. But I think
And he
I
was
think,
like, "No, that's not right. No."
I think Ford just put that
Didn't
in
he
his
do
head.
that, or was that just dreaming?
I think you were dreaming. They show Wyatt shooting, and then he's
Yeah,
coming around
But
shooting.
then
Yeah,
the
but then
second
the-
time
the
they show
second
up,
time-
they
the
show
one
up-
when he was a marshal, they just show him shooting.
Right.
Yeah.
And he was like, "What? No, well, that wasn't me," or something like that.
Yeah. Because
Because I texted him last night and I said,
it shows Angela,
"So does that
their
mean
husband or
that
whatever.
Teddy is Wyatt, or was Wyatt, or is going to be Wyatt?"
I think Ford just has that in his head until he figures out the story, like until he puts it in place what happened 35 years
Let's
ago, or
see.
whatever.
The funny thing is I kind of don't care who Wyatt is. I was more concerned about why Angela knew that she could kill him and then he could come back.
Because because Angela and all those other people, because like the people in the church, all them,
Have
They-
gone through the maze?
I think so. They're like Dolores. They're like Maeve. They know.
So they're
so it's
all-
only chicks.
They're all woken.
Maybe, yeah. Well, and then they're trying to wake up Teddy. That's why she's like, maybe your next life you'll remember.
Because
things
she's like,
better.
"Nope, you're not ready this time. Maybe next life."
Yeah,
And
because he
then
was.
that fucking knife came again.
Jesus
That knife killed a
Christ,
lot
I
of
know.
people.
Yeah,
That knife should go in the Hall of Fame.
Just enshrine it.
Yeah. Like, don't even wait 5 years.
It's funny because after this episode, I was like watching, and I was looking because I think it'd be cool to get like a Westworld T-shirt, and they got a bunch of shit you can buy. I was like, Jesus Christ,
Oh, they should make Westworld pop figures.
Yeah, they should.
that would be cool.
Although HBO rarely does that. They have like, what's that guy you watched?
Yeah, they don't have hardly any
John
Game
Oliver?
of Thrones.
Well, but they have, but that's like it. Like, what other
Game of
shows do they
Thrones,
have?
John Oliver, True Blood.
But maybe they'll do Westworld.
That'd be pretty sweet, especially if you get like the
They're probably waiting for season 2.
get the milk guy as a pop figure.
What,
Do they
big
do
dick
they
hanging
call him
out.
the milk guy? Oh, they should make a host of
Yeah.
every single
His pop figure name would be the Milkman.
everybody naked.
They could make a bunch because they could do like host 397.
I'm sure they probably already got it in the fucking works.
Probably
Be more pop figures I have to fucking buy.
So-
I think that's it.
So who would
True
if
Blood.
let's just say if they did make pop figures, who would your number one character that you would want to get?
Man in Black.
Just one. You can only have one.
the exclusive William with blood on his face.
Okay.
I'd want the Man in Black. I think that'd be.
I'd
cool.
want Man
I
in
think
Black
that'd be
too,
cool.
but if I could only have one, it'd probably be William.
It'd be Logan.
Or young Anthony Hopkins.
I think Ford would be cool to have. Because I think it would probably look. I think it'd look really cool.
It'd be cool to have like all those. That'd be really neat to have like especially if we did the podcast live, we can have them like sitting on the table as we talk about it.
All right.
Although what sucks,
I was looking to get like a poster. I was gonna bring it over. And we could slap it up on the
that'd be
wall.
neat. But what's gonna really
Slap it.
What's gonna really
Yeah.
suck is that there's one episode left, and then because we'll do the movie, we'll do the old TV show, but that's only 2 more.
Yeah, that's what I was
podcasts.
gonna say. Are we gonna do the movie after
Yeah, that's what
next
he
week?
wants to do.
The following week after the final episode, we'll do Westworld the movie.
It'll be such a letdown.
I know, and then we'll do because
We can't even compare it. We have to look at it with like fresh eyes.
with the movie.
That's gonna be
comes,
hard.
It comes the pilot for the old show too, the Beyond Westworld, and then after that we could even do Future World if you want to. So we can have 3 more Westworld podcasts after that. But then after that, nothing for like a whole year. We're just
Well,
gonna-
no,
Well,
that-
from Westworld.
yeah.
well, yeah, because we'll do Pope, but I mean like nothing
We'll
more of this
still
show.
be here doing other
Yeah.
shows.
Correct.
Which, like we said
Which
in the beginning, comment down below
Yeah.
if you have any shows you want
let us
to watch.
know.
I mean, we could if you could get your ass caught up on Game of Thrones, but I'll do Game of Thrones. That'd be cake.
Do you know when that's gonna start?
No, Aprilish, probably May. I don't know.
I think
Next February.
I think they said in.
No.
Did I say spring or fall that Better Call Saul was gonna start? Because I remember I
I
told
think
you
you said spring.
because it wasn't gonna be like in February. Because we could even do that because you could get caught up. Because I think
I've
those
seen
are,
the first season.
those are on. I think the second season's on Netflix. So you can, if
It's
you got
not on there yet.
it's
At
not.
least it wasn't a week and a
Oh.
half ago when I
'Cause
looked.
if you could get caught up, we could do that also.
Yeah.
Because that'd be cool to do that like live as it's going on.
Yeah, I really enjoy Better Call Saul.
Yeah, I
'Cause
like the
it's
first
got-
season.
I think it's got the Breaking Bad feel. Second season was even better, like way better.
Yeah,
I love the first season.
I
Second
was
season
surprised
awesome.
how quick they got into it. Like, wasn't it the end of first episode? Tuco has him at his house.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh my
Yeah.
god! Like it was like right there. I was like, oh my god!
Shut up, or I'll tell you what happens at the end of season 2.
Oh, then you guys can do the
I
podcast
actually
by
for-
yourself.
I got no
Well,
problem with
no,
that.
never mind.
That's fine.
I just remembered that would be a big spoiler actually. Can't remember.
Do you remember the part where?
So any other major things
I'm
with
trying to think.
Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Westworld?
Tyrion. Oh no. Yes. Look at me.
This is like, don't fucking say a word, you piece of
I
shit.
swear to God.
You don't even know who Tyrion
Because
is.
the other podcast I listen to, they talk about Game of Thrones all the time, and I'm like, these motherfuckers better not fucking say something.
Well, that's funny because you are like 5 years behind.
I know.
So you
I know.
kind of deserve it.
I know. I was talking to a guy at work today, and he watches Westworld too, and I said, hey, did you watch
You watch
episode?
Westworld 2? What about Westworld 1?
He's a fucking faggot. I asked him. I said, "Hey, did you watch the episode last night?" He's like, "No, I didn't get a chance." He said, "But you can tell me what happens." And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "What are you fucking talking about?" He goes, "Yeah, it's my fault." He's like, "So if you want to spoil it for me, go ahead." I'm like, "You're like a sadistic
You're like,
fuck."
I would, but I don't know what
I'm like,
happened.
"You're like
As-
super
as a- as a- I
sadistic."
don't
I'm
even
like, "What is that?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I feel like if someone's not caught up on a show, that people should ruin it for them."
I think there's a.
I think
I'm like,
there's a time limit.
Yeah.
Jesus
If it's
Christ.
been out like a couple months,
I
or
don't.
maybe a
I
year,
think less than 24 hours, maybe not fucking over for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't tell him.
5 years, you're screwed.
So I told him, or he goes,
Yo,
yeah.
what?
No. I didn't tell him, and he goes, you. He's like, seriously. He's like, you can just tell me, and I'm like, no. I'm like,
I mean, some people aren't into
I
TV
said,
as
just
much as
go.
us.
I said, just go home and watch it. You know.
I'm into like everything.
So then he calls me over like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, and he goes, I read it online.
Yeah, I got
He's like,
friends like
Bernard is Arnold, and I'm like, you don't want to watch that? He's like, no, I'll watch it when I get home.
See,
I'm
that
like,
would stuff like that would
That doesn't
bug
even
me
make
knowing
sense
that
to
before
me.
watching the episode.
You know, my son-in-law.
You can say our son-in-law.
I was going to.
You're a couple.
I don't know what's he do.
What's his name? Mace
He's my,
Windu?
he's my brother-in-law.
Mace Windu. Yeah, my
Yeah, his
my
son-in-law.
son-in-law is Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty sweet.
How tits would that
Why
be?
Every time I go there, he's like, "Motherfucker." No, but he spoils all kinds of shit because he'll tell us what happens about shit that he doesn't even watch, and we're like, dude. And then he'll watch it and go, "Oh yeah, I knew that was gonna happen." Yeah, because you read it, you dumb fuck.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
It's just fucking stupid.
pretty douchey.
Yeah, I get reading like theories about stuff because I think that's interesting. But I would like if they're like, oh, here's like if someone's like, here's what happens in the whole Flash crossover stuff this week. I would not want to read that.
No,
'Cause it'd be way cool to watch it.
It's
Well, yeah,
stupid.
it
Which
takes the-
speaking of that,
it
we're doing
takes the
podcasts
point
the whole
away.
week.
Yeah, there'll be 4 more podcasts coming out this week.
God damn.
I
What is
know.
there, an episode every night?
Yeah, because
Well,
they're doing
not Friday.
yeah, but they're
But
doing
yeah.
they're doing crossover, so it'll be like a continuing
Supergirl,
story.
Flash, which I watch both of those.
Oh.
Supergirl's, nah. Flash is good, and then Arrow and Legend of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
You watch Arrow?
No.
No, but I think he would like it. I think he just doesn't watch it because he
So
knows
you're
I
doing
want him
the
to
Flash and Supergirl?
I'm gonna do all four.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a crossover. They're all like Flash will be on all 4 episodes.
watch it. Yeah,
okay.
it's like basically a 4-hour movie, but we're doing a podcast every single day for that.
That's cool.
Yeah,
The
the
pod-
previews actually it doesn't. It looks cool. Like it looks like it'd be like fun to watch. You know what I mean? So
So, like, is it going along with each show's storyline, or is
Yeah,
this
like-
kinda
yeah.
like, oh, okay.
So I got it pulled up here. Even though it's pretty lame, you sent this to us today. Would you like to read the Westworld email since we've done this every week, basically?
I'll let you read it. You
Let-
got it right there.
Let me read it. All right.
Yeah.
Jerome can't read.
Jerome's doing the Westworld email time. It says,
Well,
"Dear Westworld."
I don't think I ever opened it up like that.
Well, that's what the picture says.
That's
that
what
I
she
made.
said.
Dear Westworld guest. Oops, my phone went black.
That was fast.
Does it say that?
No.
Oh.
It says, at long last, Dr. Ford's new narrative is ready. To celebrate the long-awaited project, the Delos Board of Directors will be visiting the park. As a preferred guest and expert park goer, we invite you to join the celebration as well. Should you be up for the journey, I'll be here to address any questions you have in the meantime. Best regards, Aiden. And that's Westworld email.
You know, I feel like you wasted your emails this year. Just doing that.
Do you think those will get better as season 2 goes along?
No,
No, I would never even
because they
read that.
can't give anything away. That's the problem.
Well, it'd be cool if they were like,
Well,
hey,
yeah, that's.
But
the-
they just want you to. I think it's just like a little gimmick, like
You think?
oh, like cool,
Just figuring that
man.
out
You're
now.
What gives you that idea?
Well, he's like, oh, you know. I
Well,
just
it'd be-
I think
it'd be
that's
cool if
all it
instead
is.
of
It's
making
just
you
like something else to get you involved in the show, to make you feel like you're actually involved in it.
See,
Right.
I think it'd be cool if instead of making you like pretend like you're part of Westworld, if they like did like a summary of the episode or something kind of neat like that, or like maybe like a worded preview for next time, but gave you like little hints to what might happen.
Oh, how cool would it be if like they picked one email subscriber to like write the episode or direct the episode?
That would.
It's already out.
No, next season, another, in the
yeah.
future.
And that if they pick Cassie, like, oh, that guy's a host. That guy's a host.
And
That guy's got his cock hanging out. I want to see that girl's tits.
I'm a host. You're a host. Everyone's a host. Old McHost had a host.
So you didn't think William acted hosty at all this episode?
Oh my God! Now he thinks.
Well,
William's a
oh
host.
yeah, I forgot you said William's a host.
You know what's funny about that? In that interview I read,
Oh yeah, that's
Wi-
hilarious.
William goes, my 2 favorite theories in the show are that I'm a host, because he's like, that's fucking crazy. Why would I be a host?
Mhm.
And he's like, but my second favorite one is that everybody in the show is a host, and that Ford killed the last human, and the whole show like has no meaning. Basically, everyone's just a host.
That would be pretty dumb.
That would be
Yeah, he
fucking
said those are his 2 favorites because they're the most crazy. He's like, and the weird thing is, people actually watch the episode and then somehow figure that stuff out from the episode they just watched. And I was like, wow, it reminds me of Hess a little bit.
That's right.
Okay, so our homework this week is to listen to our previous podcast and make fun of the other
Yeah.
things that we said.
Yeah, we want to watch. This would be a long time because
We're never gonna be able to do that.
we want to listen on the podcast and then write down like all of our theories.
Yeah, that won't
and then
happen.
the last podcast be like, well, this was wrong. This was wrong. this
I
was
can
wrong.
listen to them, but I'm not gonna be able to write shit down because I listen to them at work.
Well, we could do it, or I could do it. I got time.
You got all kinds of fucking time.
Although I won't be able to.
You have 4 podcasts to do this
yeah,
week. How
this
much
week-
time do you actually have?
Well,
This
that's true.
podcast will probably be a little half-assed, at least with the pictures, because I want to get it out like tonight or
Don't
tomorrow.
put pictures up. Just put a picture of the big schlong and just like
Put a huge dick.
We'll get taken down.
no. If you
I'll take
what
a
if you,
picture of
what
it
if
if you
you
want.
what if
Just
you
pull down my
No,
pants.
no.
what if you buzz it out like or blur it out?
I can blur out a dick, but then there's no point in putting the dick on there.
Just blur it out all the way down, like past the picture line.
Wow. But yeah, I'll probably put a few in there, but I probably won't do as much as I normally do and shit like that because I want to get this out quick.
That's fine.
Because
I think that's
because
fine.
also tonight we're gonna record Supergirl and then tomorrow we're recording Flash and all that shit. So
Yeah.
we'll be real busy with podcasts.
Do you have a
this
thumbnail
week.
made already?
No, I don't have. I usually wait to do the thumbnails. Like I used to try to do them before the podcast.
Yeah, but it depends what we talk
But
about.
then I
No,
like
yeah. I
like
just
to
didn't know if you had one in mind.
I mean, if we start talking about your butthole, then
Then-
your butthole's gonna be the
Yeah.
we
thumbnail.
talked about my balls last week, and that wasn't on there.
He tried.
No,
No,
it's
I'm
real small in the corner. If you click on the video and watch, you'll see it
Right,
right in the
right.
corner. Yeah. Did you? I bet you didn't because you don't watch Flash. But on our Flash podcast, because you know how the
Mhm.
picture I have says like host and says Hess and Nick and all that.
Yeah.
I put a big red X over you
Wow.
because you weren't on the episode.
So it was pretty. I was
Yeah.
gonna send you a picture of that. You'd be like, "What the fuck?" But it was pretty funny.
I also did the intro as you again. Because
Did you?
we were like, how should we intro it? And he's like, oh, you can go, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So that's how we did it.
It works, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It gets
does.
you
Yeah,
right
but-
in the podcast.
The funny thing was, it was morning, so
Yeah. It doesn't matter. People don't need to know that.
There's
No,
been
they
a couple
don't.
times
Yeah.
where I've said that like at night, like when we record Flash at night, but it's gonna come out the next day. So I'm like, good afternoon. I'm like, oh,
But
it's
good
nighttime.
afternoon works the best.
Yeah,
Just
because
try it.
that can go.
Good morning.
Good
Or
morning, Vietnam.
Good night. Like
Isn't that how he does it? Good morning, Vietnam.
yeah. Good morning, Vietnam.
So
is,
good morning works.
Yeah, it works fine. Just
it
try to
sounds
make it
better.
I don't-
Good afternoon.
See, I don't think it's that good, to be honest.
Good morning.
It's funny because he closes his eyes like he's Cartman yelling.
I know. Hey, get in my pot pie. He's lost his mind.
How would you,
Fuck.
Hey,
Yeah.
so next week you can do the intro. Come up with something, okay? Come up with something good.
No, I'm good.
No, I want to hear
I'll
it.
be like, hey, welcome to the Pleeka podcast.
This is Pleeka podcast. My name's Nick.
I'm trying to set the tone for the show.
I'm a pirate, matey.
I like his intro. It's Hess.
Yeah, it makes us laugh every single time.
I know.
Especially when
Usually I take my...
Because he'll he'll be like, good afternoon. And then he'll pause for a second, be like, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing the Pleeka podcast in
What's this called?
Jerome's bedroom.
Coming at you live.
I know. Next week I can say that again. I said it this time, but
Yeah, because next week we'll be live. We'll be doing it hopefully right after Westworld airs.
Hopefully.
That's the plan.
It's all up to this fucker.
As long as Hess can come over here.
it should work. Should work.
So if Westworld's on it, so we'll be doing the podcast probably
About
around
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock,
8:15.
8:15 ish probably. Give us some time to set up.
Yeah.
Get naked.
No, we're not gonna get naked. Shut up.
Could you imagine?
I'd rather not.
Dang it!
We could, like in Big Brother when they had to have like the little leotard things, we could have blurred out stuff set up for us. I'll be sitting here naked.
What if we just did it topless?
We could do
The
that.
Topless podcast.
Comment down below if you
Be
want
all
to do
these
the topless
dudes logging in.
Grinder.
Be like, hey, you guys suck. There's no chicks.
Maybe we can dress up Hess like a girl. See if they
Drop
like
us
that.
any ideas of what you think we could do to make it interesting.
Yeah.
No.
Nothing gay. Nothing gay or homophobe or anything like that. I have nothing
Gay?
against gays or homophobes. Well, homophobes are assholes. There's nothing wrong with gay people.
I love to see him just back himself into a
I
corner.
know.
Nothing against gays or homophobes, except for that homophobes don't like gays. No, but whatever.
Well, you know.
He's like, yeah, you're not a homophobe.
My mind goes too fast sometimes.
That's not what I was thinking.
No, it is. That's exactly what it is.
But
My mind speeds up and mouth can't keep up, and it's bad. Bad combination. You ever had someone tell you you have a silver tongue?
Nope.
what the fuck?
What? Why do you keep making yourself giggle?
I don't know. I don't know.
This motherfucker's lost his mind.
Oh.
Yeah. You ever had yourself a silver tongue?
Oh my
Just
god.
end it now. Just end it.
All right, well, thanks for listening to the Pleeka podcast. This was a weird one. Links to all the versions of the podcast will be in the description.
You didn't put the link for the poll question in the last one.
I didn't.
No.
Well, I put your Twitter on the screen, so they
Okay.
should have went to it from there.
Skinny flowers.
You know, I didn't. But I didn't see how many votes that thing had.
I'm pretty sure
You didn't even look?
I'm
What the fuck's the point?
gonna run a poll, but I'm not gonna check what happens at the end.
Well, usually I get the notification saying the poll you ran is finished.
maybe,
didn't.
it's still going.
Yeah, maybe I.
But anyways, make sure you stay. I mean, probably by the time this podcast is out, the Supergirl podcast will be out. But make sure you keep coming back this week so you can hear us talk about Flash. You can just talk about Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow. If you're interested in those shows, or maybe if you're not interested, come check it out. Maybe we'll say something stupid, or like Nick will fart, or who knows what'll happen.
I'm not gonna fart.
You might.
Maybe I'll call myself a silver tongue.
No, I said, have you ever been told you have a silver tongue?
Right. That was completely different.
Did you get the pull up?
Yeah, it was 63% said that he was a man in black.
Oh.
28% don't know, and 9%
Think he's still a fucking host?
Yes.
And that's all Hess on like 3 different accounts on the 90%.
No, I only voted on my Pleeka account.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thanks for listening to the Pleeka Podcast. All the versions of the podcast will be in the description. And we will see you guys next week for the finale of Westworld.
Well, we'll talk to you next week. We won't see you.
Well, you'll see us, actually, because we'll be live. So.
Y'all will see us next week.
Y'all see us next week. See you later, Silver Tongues.
Have a good one, baby. You ever had someone tell you you have a silver tongue? How just end it now.